What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Grizzlax. Thank you for joining me on another episode here at I'm getting old. Oh, my back. Take two. Today we have a little bit of a pen special. Yes, you heard me right, a pen special. And it's not a 4-in-1 clicky big pen, which there's nothing wrong with, and it's not a Sharpie, which you can buy both of these pens for around $4. We're talking about digital pens. No, I'm just kidding. We're talking about pens today. I'm not going to waste too much of your time. One of the subscribers, Stephen Spency Spence, my mainest of men, he sent me two Brian Feldholzer pens, which are like $400-500 each. So stick around till the end. Piece of dust flying everywhere. And I'm going to show you a couple of pens that you guys might be interested in at all price ranges, from $10 like this one, $10 like the Parker Jotter, all the way down to the Feldholzer pens. So let's get into the Parker Jotter. This pen here is literally, you can get this off eBay for around $12 in Australia posted. It comes in a plastic container. The presentation's really nice, and it would make a really nice gift to somebody who's into EDC, or maybe somebody does a lot of writing. Maybe they work at an office somewhere and they just need something in their pocket. It doesn't have to be an expensive pen for it to be really good looking. This is a very minimal design that's been around for decades. I saw a channel, there was a guy, he was like, oh, in Mad Men they use the Jotter a lot.
Nostalgia. It's delicate.
So Mad Men was in the 60s and 70s, I guess. So it's been around for a minute. It's minimal, it's cheap, it looks fantastic. It's got that Parker arrow. I've got mine in gold. You can get them in different colors like silver. The Parker Jotter is definitely a pen that if you just want to step it up a little bit from that big 4-in-1, you can get that Parker Jotter. Clicky, awesome, fidgety, love it. Next pen that we're going to move on to is also a Parker. The thing with this Parker though is that it has a cap. It's made out of metal. I just sent my dad one of these and he absolutely loves it. $27. It's got this like square design on there. It's kind of browny, and it has that famous Parker arrow, just like the Jotter. They both have the arrow. This has a cap on there, which I'm not the biggest fan of pens with caps, because when you put it on the end of the pen, it kind of loses its balance. And then if you just have the cap to the side, it kind of feels like you might lose it. Like, I've never lost a cap to a pen, but don't know. How do you guys feel about caps on pens? You like it? You don't like it? I don't know. Don't know where I stand. So the next two pens are both from Lamy. They're basically identical. This one here is see-through, this one here is yellow. They have the wire clip. They are a joy to write with, and all these pens are an absolute joy to write with. But I kind of feel like this Parker is better value. At $27, these are $40. I did find this one for $12 on eBay. It still had the box and it was $3 postage, so it was $15. You can get lucky, I guess, secondhand, whatever. But I do think that the Parker is better value. When you write with a Lamy pen though, there's just something magic about this. The way that the ink is, the Lamy cartridges, you have to experience it to kind of know what I'm saying. But yeah, if you want a Lamy pen, they're at Officeworks for $40. My throat is killing me. Oh. Oh. Das ist nicht so gut. The next pen that we're gonna move into is the Pete's Pirate Life pen. This pen's really short. In the beginning, I'll be honest with you guys, when I first got it, I didn't really like it. This is a twisty pen. This is the first one of the twisties, so you just twist it a little bit and the tip comes out. It has the Pete's Pirate Life logo there. It's in brass, so it's gonna patina nicely. It's got a real good amount of weight to it. The shortness of it, I didn't like. This is a Apple Pencil Generation 2, so it kind of shows you how short it is. But I didn't like the shortness of it until I started to realize that it just kind of loses itself in some of my tech pouches. So when you put it in the tech pouch, you can't even see it. It's like really out of the way, and that's really cool. You're probably not going to be able to get the Pete's Pirate Life one because he only opens the site for about 10 or 15 minutes once a month at 4 o'clock in the morning in Australia, which is crazy. Pete, what are you doing? But you can get it from Big Idea Design. It just won't have the Pete's Pirate Life logo on there, which most people really love. This one was $130 posted to Australia. So let's get into the Brian Fellholter pens. He's also a knife maker. This canister, the way that the canister's made is crazy because it just snaps into place and it holds the pen in place. On the canister, it just says Fellholter T-Bolt. This one here, let me read out what Stephen Spence wrote. It's so nice of him to send me $1,000 worth of pens. Like, I just love some of the people that hit me up on this channel, Susan and just some other people that are constantly supporting the channel, hitting the like button, subscribing, all that stuff. It just means so much to me. I really wish that I could return the favor somehow, and I really do hope that one day when the channel gets a little bit bigger that I can do more giveaways for you guys. But let's just read out what Spence wrote about this pen here. This is the Fellholter full-size spiral, completely standard pen except for custom anodizing work on body, clip, tip, cap and bolt. Purchased as is with mods for US $280. It feels absolutely amazing in the hand. A lot better than the Circles one, but I like the look of the Circles one more. But when you have this in your hand, right? This is the type of pen that you buy and you pass on to your children's children. In 20 to 50 years time, somebody will be holding this pen in your family and someone's gonna ask them about it and say, wow, what's that pen? And they're gonna say, this was my grandpa's pen. This is from an independent knife maker, pen maker from America. You know, these things are just built like tanks. They're built to last. So that's the twisty one. Let me just read out the Circles one. They're both titanium, of course. This one here is the Fellholter full-size Circles, Damascus steel tip and cap, gold anodized clip screws and bolt, zirconium handle, otherwise known as thumb stud, Parker blue gel ink refill, $210 standard without the mods. So with these Fellholter pens, I'm actually a part of the Facebook group. You can see that a lot of people are always customizing them. Brian Fellholter kind of makes these different caps and tops, and even the thumb studs and even the clips. Like, you can get all these custom things. After you buy the pen, you can customize it to the way that you want. The fidget factor on these is real with these little thumb studdy bits. Like, it's just kind of like playing with a knife. $400, about what, $450 for pens. I know that some of you are probably cringing and you're like, what the hell, Driz? Like, who's gonna pay that? But like I said, you can start off at the bottom with a Parker Jotter for 10 bucks and it's classy as hell. So yeah, that was my little pen special. I wish that I could have kept the original post because I kind of unpackaged these pens and there was like my reaction to them. So I wanted Spence to see those, but the footage just didn't look that good and it just ran for too long. Speaking of running for too long, I'm gonna end it there. Please tell me what kind of pens you guys are using. If you've made it to this part of the episode, thank you so much. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're hanging out with the Drizlax. It is appreciated. Till the next time, it's been your boy Big Driz here at OGHQ. Arrivederci.